Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Perovich, he's in at point guard. Lyles out there with Hood. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Exum in at the two-guard spot. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
From 12 feet out. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Exum's got his first basket. Pistons trail by 5. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson has the open look. Hits the target from 18 feet. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. There's the pick. Exum kicks to Freak. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Perovich gets it to go, and that's not just any basket, folks. Those are his first points here in the NBA. Here's Jackson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Exum kicks to Booker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Johnson outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. From outside the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fade away. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Pistons trail by 5. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Jackson, and he gets it to go. Jackson's got 6 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Hood. No good on that last second attempt there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Palace, let's give it up.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach.
So, Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Exum, he's checked in for Burks. And Freak subbed in for Burke. Taking a look at the Jazz. Exum and Hayward filling at the 2 and the 3. Lyles out there with Booker. And it's Perovich in at the point guard position.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach. And his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's a good screen. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. From 18 feet away. They grabbed their own miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's Jackson with the drive. Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the night. Jazz trail by 5. Freak kicks to Booker. From 10 feet out, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Shot is off. And the Pistons now going the other way.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
There's the pick. Exum kicks to Booker, 13 feet away. Rebound by the Pistons.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Here's Perovich. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Pistons. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
And that one's good. Freak.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And so the Pistons take the win. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champ.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.
We're throwing that one up there. Ooh!
Hey guys, on our season premiere episode of NBA 2K TV, your favorite community